Whew. Okay, we're ready for lesson 4. How to do the presentation for close and how to enroll our new friends. A day or two has passed now since you said you'd get back to your prospects, and so at the agreed upon time you give them a call and you ask what they found most interesting about the videos and why. Now if they didn't watch it and they have no valid excuse, we give them our phone number and tell them to feel free to give us a call if they find a better way to meet their specific needs. Don't waste any more time on those who waffle. There are too many prospects out there who want health, hope, and opportunity. Now hopefully they've watched it. So then reply, seems like we should get together and go over the details. Wouldn't you agree? Now ask them whether you want to ask either or questions, because they can't say no to those. So you might say, well, which would be better, Saturday or would Friday work? Or 6 o'clock or 8:30 p.m. At your house, or you want to get together at Starbucks or some restaurant nearby downtown. And so then you could say, come to think of it, my associates that I work with are hosting a briefing that you might find very interesting. So there are several different options. And so after they've expressed their choice, remark, if you can't make it, please let me know as soon as possible, because there's limited seating and I'd like enough time to invite another friend whom I suspect would also be interested. And so just get them to commit. If they say they're going to try and come, that means they're not going to be there. And you don't want to drive all the way to the restaurant to be stood up. Now when we get together, give them an appropriate sample from the Go Giver supply, and then go through the presentation sheet. And back at my room, I will share with you the actual sheets. We'll go over the data where it's a little bit quieter, I suppose. And then when you finish explaining the amber toast, you give them the option sheet and share with their needs, etc. The fat loss or the skincare, the wellness water, the financial income, and that kind of stuff. During the presentation, ask for their agreement as we go along. Wouldn't you agree? Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Does that sound okay? Right? Now, don't mention diseases beyond terms like good guys and bad guys. That was our downfall previously. It set expectations too high and got one to focus on a specific issue, which we couldn't guarantee anyway, so that their improvement in general health went unnoticed. Then if the big deal problem wasn't solved, they'd quit ordering, unaware of how much good our products were doing them in other areas. They would then badmouth the company, badmouth the products, thinking we'd rip them off. Now we simply mention the 6-month 100% satisfaction guarantee for remarkable improvements in general health, and with their sights set lower, they now notice all sorts of other good things that are happening. Now don't forget to keep asking questions to make sure that we're still on target during the presentation. We might together watch one of the short videos on the web and then share our own or an upline's non-disease testimony. We can still talk in terms of symptoms and functions, like the cardiovascular system or the immunological function. Leave some time to handle questions. If they ask us a tough one, respond with feel, felt, found. Yeah, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I found with Manatech it's completely different. If someone claims that he can't afford it, doesn't have the time, we respond, I know, that's why I thought you'd be interested. You don't want to be poor the rest of your life, or busy the rest of your life, do you? Offer to help them build a group so that when they do purchase products, they'll get a bonus check. I have this all on a handout, by the way, which I can email you. So I'd be glad to do that. Now, if they say the products are too expensive, ask if they're referring to the price or the cost. What they want to buy, of course, is value. If they've been taking some supplement and getting no results and it's cost them $20 a month, and for $38 a month they can actually get results, which is a better value. Some employees can change their W-4 at work in anticipation of the business deductions they'll accumulate, especially if they get a tax refund. That increases their next paycheck by several $100s. Now they can afford it. Promise to get back to them with answers to any questions you don't know. Be the squeaky wheel to your upline leader. That, of course, will be music to their ears. They want you to be successful. They want more than anything for you to be successful because they can't make a dime until you make a dollar. Conclude by adding up the selections from your option sheet to determine an entry level, the preferred, the master associate, or the all-star level. We might also mention the 90-day same as cash option. But one way or another, everybody can afford these products, and certainly everybody needs them. Now for the close. Let's get started. How would you like to get started? How quickly would you like results? In light of the exceptional guarantee, is there anything I need to clarify which may otherwise hinder you from getting started right away? And then follow with, do we want to put this on a credit card? Then walk them through the enrollment process by phone. It's 800-281-4469, 800-281-4469. Or on the internet, manatech.com, you can enroll them right online. Letting them enroll themselves so they won't hesitate to help others enroll, seeing how easy it is to do. Know ahead of time, of course, who the sponsor will be, in other words, where you're going to place them in your downline, and make sure they include their email address in an automatic order on their application. Our upline can help us with this also until we get the hang of it. Nice to do this part right the first time and have them opt in to Success Tracker via the emails. Before we depart, don't forget to give them the 3 take-home sheets, the Welcome to your Manatech Wholesale Membership on the front and the Manatech products on the back, the Correcting Crisis on the front, what results to expect on the back, the information list for Manatech on the front, the conference calls on the back. Briefly go over them with the new associate. Set up a time to do 3-way calls as soon as possible, right away or in a day or 2. Remember to fill in and keep the 4-month follow-up prospect sheet. At this point, you can send them off with an agreement to join us in a 3-way listen to a conference call session. So more on the details of that coming up. Oh, the water's so nice.